What is going on, guys? Main Event Star here, and it's that time again for yet another. This is a big one. This is a really big one. Mark's here with me.
Hey, everybody.
It's so big. Mark has decided to jump in on the commentary for this. We have begun the road to WrestleMania.
It's an exciting time every single year. Everyone always gets hyped right around Royal Rumble time because we all know it's the big event. It's the big show, pardon the pun, of the year. My favorite show every year is Royal Rumble. And this time on the Main Event Simulation, we're looking at the biggest match on the Royal Rumble, aside from the Rumble match itself. The Rock going one-on-one with the WWE Champion for 400 and what is it now, 3 days?
403 days as WWE Champion.
CM Punk.
And I think why people get so amped up on the road to WrestleMania is because we've realized finally, hopefully if everything goes correctly, the time period of suck in the WWE, it's over.
It's over.
Hopefully it's over.
No, I mean, honestly, the product hasn't been that bad in the past month or two. It hasn't been that awful. I mean, they've had some down shows, but like all the pay-per-views have been really good. But I think they're just going to get better from here, which is really exciting.
That's true. The pay-per-views have been extremely good this year. At luckily for me in the main event simulations, the main events have been really good this year.
Right.
The undercards have been poorly built up, and we've
Yeah,
had some
on occasion.
problems where it seems like sometimes it's just a Raw on pay-per-view with a big match attached to it.
Right, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. But, I mean, I think if you look at the whole of pay-per-views in 2012, they've been really good. But anyway, let's talk about 2013. Let's talk about this match. Let's talk about the Road to WrestleMania map.
This pay-per-view is about the most hyped one I've been in a really long time.
You know what? I agree. Like,
you have the Royal Rumble match, and then you have a big another main event with The Rock versus CM Punk for the WWE title.
Yep.
This is the foundation of what we're going to put in place for the road to WrestleMania.
Right, yeah. I think a lot of people are right now, normally by this point in the year, you have an idea of who's going to win the Rumble and who's going to main event WrestleMania. Like, the dirt sheets will have already released their, here's the projected main event for WrestleMania. Dave Meltzer gives this projected match 4 out of 5 stars already. But anyway, we don't really know this year. It's not going to be known until Rock and Punk actually happens and the Rumble actually happens, because frankly, I don't know who's coming in as the SmackDown champion. I don't know who's coming in as the WWE champion. No one's really ready and obviously going to win the Rumble. You don't know. You got to watch the show to find out, and it's really exciting.
I think for sure, these are, of course, two of the really highly rumored matches that are going to happen. I think Rock Cena happens again. I know, there was the collective groan by the Smart Mark fan base whenever I mentioned that.
No, I
but
mean,
that match had such a buy rate pop for WrestleMania.
Right.
You'd be stupid not to do it again.
Right, I mean, I understand it. In a business perspective, I definitely understand it. But at the same time, I don't feel like a second match... Like, Shawn Michaels' Undertaker, which had a sequel. I understood the sequel, because you didn't get everything. Like, it wasn't an end-all, be-all. You could clearly have a second match. Undertaker and Triple H didn't have the best match the first time out, so I can definitely understand doing a second one. Rock Cena 2, I don't necessarily understand the need for a second one. The finish was decisive. There was no, issue coming out of the pay-per-view. It just doesn't feel necessary to me, but from a business buy rate, let's make money perspective, I definitely understand it.
For me, if you go with that match going forward, it takes away the build of the first match because they hyped it up as once in a lifetime.
Right, yeah.
But you could say that Cena's year has been absolutely awful.
Yeah.
And that chain of events started
with
him
Rock
losing to The Rock.
So he has to beat him to get his mojo back.
Right.
That's a good story. You can work with it, but the problem with that is that they've already promoted Cena as being Superstar of the Year. He had the best year in 2012, according to the fans, which is just absolute nonsense, but that's another story for another day.
Luckily, that happened, so it fed more into Punk being pissed off about getting respect. So.
Right, but I mean, at the same time, though, I think it hurts an eventual build for Cena and Rock. But anyway, I think that has been the highly promoted match. I think a lot of people have been thinking perhaps Punk Undertaker, if Taker is going to have a match this year, which I don't think anybody knows if he's going to have a match this year yet.
It's been said that he has hand-selected an opponent. Now, nobody knows this opponent.
Right, yeah.
I am assuming it will be Punk, because Punk is the guy from a work rate perspective
who can keep up with him.
Who can get Taker to have the WrestleMania quality match that he wants every year.
Right, yeah, because, I mean, if you really think about it, Taker doesn't want another Nathan Jones Big Show WrestleMania.
Plus, I think Taker wants a defined heel this time because he gets such a natural pop himself. He's going to want to work with a heel like CM Punk.
I mean, the only other guys on the WWE roster that could viably have a WrestleMania match with Undertaker that haven't already had a WrestleMania match with him already, I think, are Punk
and Cena,
and maybe if you give him another year of hype, Sheamus will be ready. I don't think Sheamus is quite ready this year, but next year I think that might be his big match. But in any event, you know, who else do you put with Taker this year? It's the logical match. You know, if you ask me, you know, you have this guy who all year has been searching for respect. How do you get more respect than ending the streak?
And I think if Punk is still the champion going into that match, that adds even more hype for it. Because now we have Punk's 25-year-long...
25-year?
Yes, he's had it for 25 years. I could only wish. His 25-year breaking of the longest streak in the WWE.
Right, yeah.
Did I say that correct? I think I said that
correct.
Yeah,
I mean,
get the idea.
Undertaker has been 20-0 at WrestleMania. You put that up against a 400-plus day title reign.
And at that point, it will be, what?
It'll be
close to 500.
It'll be relatively close to 500 days. What do you do with that? You know, you have these two. It's the unstoppable force and the immovable object. One of them has to end tonight, and there's a lot of drama and a lot of hype behind that. But, I mean, at the same time, you've got to wonder, if you're going to do Rock and Cena again, we talked about this problem of it doesn't really feel like it's necessary, like there was no, like, decisive issue. Uh-oh, CM Punk going for the go-to-sleep. And it doesn't look like the counter animation went, so it's going to work. Thanks, WWE 12. Thanks for letting me know. Punk not going for the cover because this game is great about that.
You know, the last couple months I've had some pretty good sims, but this one just wasn't. The Ryback Punk one, if you want to watch...
I watched it, yeah, it was really good.
The Ryback Punk one, click on the star in the bottom right corner, watch that one because it is really good, and it's my proudest work of the main event sims so far.
Right, I think, this is kind of going off on a tangent, but I think WWE 12, and in some respects WWE 13, because I've played that game too, it goes a lot better with lower-rated guys because you get a bit more of a back and forth and there's more near falls, you know, guys.
Matches actually finish on finishers.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. But anyway.
Rock goes for the rock bottom.
Bam. There we go.
Doesn't pin him.
No, he's going to go for the cover. He's dragging him to the center.
Oh, yeah, he does. That's right. Okay, I was the one that simmed this, and I still don't even remember the match. I'm into it now. Oh, Punk kicks out.
Right.
He kicks it, too.
Right, but, I mean, getting back to the issues we were talking about, you know, main event matches, I think if you have Rock and Cena again, and there's no, like, established issue, you kind of need the belt there to make the match mean something.
Right.
You know, because if you have it, you know, this once-in-a-lifetime match, what's the only reason for them to go at it again? The title's on the line.
Right.
I mean, I can understand both rationales, so I think it's going to be really exciting to see where they go with it. Are they going to go, you know, Punk's battle for respect goes through The Undertaker, or are they going to go Rock and Cena only have the match again because of the belt? You can go both ways with it. I'm just curious as to where they're going to go. And then we have the Rumble match, which factors into all this.
Both scenarios are very enticing, but bottom line, right now, on the punchline,
okay,
who wins, Punk or Rock? Go.
Okay, if you're putting me on the spot, I would say that The Rock gets the win, but it's close, and, you know, Punk has a reason to keep his heat. You know, either someone interferes or Punk, you know, something happens in such a way that The Rock is able to hold on to the belt. But then you got to wonder what happens at Elimination Chamber, so...
I'm going to go, and it hurts me as a CM Punk fan,
the
biggest one around. I'm going to say The Rock wins. This has been yet another main event simulation. This has been very fun, Mark.
Yeah, it has been.
Thanks for joining into the discussion.
Yeah, it's no problem.
And I am Main Event Star. Well... my name is Matt, but I go by Main Event Star.
Here on the YouTubes.
Yep. Hope you guys like this video. Be sure to comment. Click on the star in the bottom right corner. Check out the channel, and we'll see you guys next time.
Rock wins with a neck breaker.
Exciting.